Hello beautiful Pisces, and welcome back to another beautiful week. So we are Monday the 19th, and today we're going to be looking at the work that we're going to have to do this week. So the Ten of Swords, you know what? I love that. It's written endings. So what doesn't suit you, if it ends, regardless of how that makes you feel, it has the potential to be something wonderful and good for you in the future. So it's a good thing. An ending means completion. It means that's it. There's no more procrastination. There's no more sitting on the fence and wondering. There's no more sitting in the pain. It's ended. It's over. And that's what they want to bring in here. Whatever you have been thinking about, procrastinating about, figuring out, it is now the end of that. We're going to do another reading this afternoon, and these cards are all linked together. We're going to be looking at the Five of Wands, the Two of Swords, and the Knight of Pentacles. These came in with this one. And I feel that the Five of Wands is saying the troubles you've been having, the delays you've been having, the slowness of the progress you've been having, this is all ending now. So we're going to look at these later on. I'm going to put them aside. If you would like to see that, please subscribe. Hit that notification bell to all. There's also memberships on the channel now, so feel free to look at that. I post videos on Fridays, videos that are only available to members. Yeah, so if you want more Jane, which is me, I invite you to be part of our group. You get the same thing if you're on Patreon, and it's about the same price. So go ahead. Oh, there you go. All right. So we have endings. I'm going to be taking from this is called, well, let me see here. This is another Jane Wallace deck, but I think it's the winter, the magical Nordic Tarot. It has a wintry theme, and that's why I'm using it. Okay, so moon or this one. We're going to use this one here. This is the Oracle of the Seven Energies. Oh, this thing just doesn't want to stay in place. Okay, maybe that's the whole point, Pisces. You don't want to stay in the same space, in the same place anymore. You want to just start moving, start going, start making things happen. And that's okay, okay? Look at that, endless possibilities. Okay, 3811. And I told you yesterday that the last cards of the week, the way they were placed, you have the number 1111. You have a lot of divine intervention. I would Google that, okay, 1111. Whatever comes up, I would take a look and see what that means for you. Whatever touches your heart, I would say is, you know, when it comes to signs and meanings, whatever really hits you at the moment, whatever really like slams you straight, it feels like it slams you straight in the energy field, that's the one that you got to really listen to, okay? It's all about signs this week. We're going to look at that. You have been given many signs is what I'm hearing. Okay, so for example, I'm working on my Divine Feminine. I'm going to give you an example of a sign. So my husband and I think it's Saturday, we sat and we watched The Little Prince, the 1974. I love the book. I've always loved the book. I've loved it in French and English because it's from Saint-Antoine des Exupéry. So I've known the French version, and then I had the English version. And of course there's that part where they say, you know, my favorite part, always, always, it says, translated, it says, "It is only with the heart that one can see rightly. What is essential is invisible to the eye." And I have been really looking, as you guys know as well, through the membership and seeing my reading with another reader. She says that my Divine Feminine needs to open. And I've been getting that message a lot. So we watched it, and it has the late Gene Wilder sitting there in a field playing the fox who says the words. And it kind of hit me square in the middle. You know, I just started to cry, and my husband's looking at me and he's like, you know, he's used to me these days going through shifts and stuff, and he's going, "You all right?" And I go, "Yeah," I said, "just kind of got you right here," right? And I swear to God, the next night we're sitting, and my husband and I, we pick a series to watch. We picked NCIS, the original one. And I can't tell you which episode it is. I wish I had written it down, but I didn't. We watch one a day. You know, it's like our thing. It's like the series that we pick. You know, it's my husband's pick. So he puts it on, and we're sitting there watching it, and one of the characters had a film developed from when he was young that he had forgotten was there, and he had it developed, and he tells his partner, he says, I remember this day. He says, we went to the movies. Movies was a big thing for us. And he says, we went to see The Little Prince. And I looked at my husband, and my husband looked at me. And then right after that, his partner she goes, yes, I know the part, you know, that what I just said, that, you know, you can't rightly see, it's invisible to the eyes, you know, and it's like, oh my God. I look at my husband and I go, are you understanding the kind of signs I get now? And he's just like looking at me going, aha. Because he was witness to both of those. And within a day apart, miles away, for us to have picked that episode the day after deciding to watch a movie I didn't even know existed the day before, it was all kind of a little surreal. So, you can choose to go, well, that's a coincidence. That's strange. Isn't that funny how that happens? Or you can go, all right, I need to look inside my heart. And I can't see from the eyes. I can only see from within, from the heart center. So I understood very much what was coming in. And I'm just saying that because the cards over here are telling you that. You need to look at the signs. The possibilities now are endless. As soon as you acknowledge that you have received what you were supposed to. Okay? Alright, so I know I talked a lot, and I'm debating now whether to take that out of there, but I don't think so. I think I'm going to leave it with you. I sometimes get accused of, why are you talking your personal life? Just get on with the reading. But I know this, you know, again, I need to have a heart, Pisces, and people are not automatons here to serve, you know, so for the Pisces who come in here, or cross-watchers, I don't know, sometimes I think it's cross-watchers, if you don't have time to let your heart open up to signs, or to listen to other people, then I don't think you belong here. Honestly, I don't think so. Because I think everything is kind of, you know, there. Needless to say, you have endless possibilities. You have the stars coming out of her head explaining that there's so many possibilities here that are available to you at any point in time. Okay? Right. The Five of Swords. The conflicts that you've been facing, they're done. They're over. Okay? Let's pull all the cards and then let's look at them. Okay. Death. Rebirth. Four of Pentacles, stability. Ten of Pentacles, contentment. The World, there's a completion again. The King of Swords, but it didn't come out as structure. There we go. Ten of Swords, completion. Okay, so you got Ten of Swords twice. It's wonderful, though, because it is talking about one is endings and the other one's completions. It's letting you know that you're done. See? Completion, completion, completion. You are definitely at the end of the cycle. You are transforming into somebody different. Somebody with a heart. Okay? Somebody who is letting that heart space open up. And not apologizing for being who you are. I was about to do that again. And I just realized that I shouldn't. I shouldn't. And I won't. I think that I have a truly magical life. And it's worthy of sharing. Even though some people, I don't know, they just don't want it. But it's fine. If you don't, thank you for stopping by. And for my regulars, I'm sorry for this little blip. But, you know, I'm still very human. I'm just a reader. I'm just a reader. So, stability, contentment, motivation, completion. These are all beautiful cards with beautiful words in them. You've got so much coming in for you here. I love the fact that the Ten of Pentacles came out with endless possibilities, showing you that you have the potential for so much at this point. Okay? Let me see here. 38, number 11 showing up again. You look at the world through the lens of your life experiences, personality, and conditioning. That filter determines whether you believe in an abundant universe of endless possibilities. What does that say right here? Contentment? Yeah. Or various degrees of limitation and finite range of options when your expectations, unconscious or otherwise, are based on lack. It's difficult to see what's truly available to you. Today, ask yourself what you believe, Pisces. Are there limitless potential outcomes to align your energy with? Do you know intuitively that there is more to life than meets the eye? There is. Look at the signs that I was telling you about. My signs are usually very big, but they started out very small, okay? And it's not to gauge the signs, whether you're, feathers and dimes. They talk about that. But there's other things that can happen. I know a lot of people talk about those things. But look at what happened to me. That is humongous, okay? And there's no denying it. You can't say, well, that was just maybe a coincidence. Oh, it just happened that way, No, this was not a coincidence. There was things that aligned perfectly so that these experiences would meet up. And I even have a witness. Okay, so that's even bigger. Even that person is going, well, which I think is what he said. But that is really cool, okay? So don't dismiss it. Don't put it aside. And don't let people shut you down for them. It's time to look at the signs when they come in and give them the beautiful magic energy that they deserve. What is the message? First of all, the message is that magic exists, okay? I have things coming in, and I have to acknowledge the magic and really wonderment, and not just the magic, the miracle of it, okay? And make a big deal. It is a big deal to be open energetically to this kind of signs, okay? The next part is to listen to the message, okay? Can't be seen with the eyes, is invisible to the eyes. It can only be felt through the heart. So what I look at, even if these cards, anything that I'm looking at now, these are material things, but the truly important stuff comes from inside. What is my energy doing? So this is what I have to focus on. That is the message. Listen to your messages. They are pointing out endings and endless possibilities, okay? A completion of a cycle, a rebirth to you. Listen to those messages. Okay. As you believe, so will it be for you, as your energy will attract its match in the outer world. Conditions meet expectations. Great sentence. Short sentence, impactful. Conditions meet expectations. So if you make the conditions energetically affirmative and positive, your expectations will be met in that frequency. Okay? Either your world remains the way it is, in various forms yet essentially unchanging, or you become more. Everything shifts as you open yourself up to a greater version of you and a more meaningful life, discovering opportunities that better reflect your true self. This is the nature of your dynamic relationship with the divine. Today, stand with open arms, knowing that you are stepping into beauty, into experiences that are potent and transformative. You are walking past the line that you and others drew long ago, leaping over what was and toward what will be. You are more than where you were. Now, what is it that you want? The treasure is yours. You need to believe it. So, I don't think I can really say much more than that when it comes to this, Pisces. Okay? These endings are bringing in a stability, the Four of Pentacles. But it's not, there's nobody holding on. These, of course, these are all pip decks, this one. But there is still nobody holding on to that energy. It's free-flowing with the beautiful colors in the background. You have what you have. You don't need to be holding on to it anymore. You don't need to be protecting it. What is yours is yours. You've probably been holding on to it so long, unknowing that you really didn't need to. It was part of you. It's been integrated. Okay, that's the important part. It's already part of you, stability. I talked in length about the Emperor being the stability inside of you, having nothing to do with the outside. Okay, you create stability and strength from within you. It's already part of your cellular energetic makeup. You do not need to hold on to it like it's some precious thing that's going to be stolen. Okay? Contentment, the Ten of Pentacles. This is something that is abundance. It's abundance overflowing. It's abundance that can't be taught. It's something that can only be felt. Motivation is the world. Finally, you're leaping off of that point of teetering on the edge of something and moving into the Fool, the new. And we have the Fool at the end of this week. So this is appropriate. Death, rebirth, of course, in the flames, out of the ashes comes the new. And this is the ashes, the completion, the two Ten of Swords, okay? Every time I see swords, these Ten of Swords, I always think that people, like, they always say, oh my God, it's something awful. Always seen as the death card. And if you would think about it, it's like you have the death in three corners here of this reading. What a wonderful thing. That means there's a transformation about to happen. You are still walking around drawing breath, Pisces. So there is definitely something that is leaving. But it's something that you don't need anymore. It's something that you've worked through. It's something that you've let go. And it's time for you to rise and shine. So this is the work that you're going to do this week. Finally, shaking off that thing that you don't need anymore. Discarding these. Okay? I always think of put a fork in it, it's done. In other words, it's finished. Okay? You are in endless possibilities now. You're no longer all contained by these swords, feeling like they're tying you down. Usually there's a body and there are 10 swords in it, holding it down to the ground. It's done. You don't have that anymore. It's finished. Now it's time to, what is Jupiter? Expand. You need to expand. Okay? It's time. All right, my beautiful ones, I'm going to come back later. I'm going to do the second part of this reading. I hope you can join me then. I hope you've enjoyed this, and thank you for being here. Love, light, and blessings.